for joining us this evening on TKO8 Local News. The Boone County Quorum Court met for their first meeting of the new year last night. The roughly 30-minute meeting started with the county's attorney, Robert Kincaid, addressing a large group of residents in regards to an issue that they were wanting to present against certain personnel at North Arkansas Regional Medical Center.
This is not my first time to deal with this particular type of issue. First time to deal with it in modern times. We had an issue like it in another county that I represented some time ago, and so I'm somewhat familiar with the process of privileges and granting them or denying them or that kind of thing. But that's handled by the Board of Trustees, would be my understanding. And again, I've not reviewed your lease recently, but the Board of Trustees is the board that controls that, and that's the board that has some authority over that. But even that has to go through a peer review and some other things. So, in terms of you've got friends and neighbors whose opinion you respect, and you would like to, have some input into that, and whether it's for or against hospital doesn't make any difference. You just don't have any authority to do it in your official capacity as quorum court members or as a county judge.
Getting back to business, the justices took up a request by Sheriff Mike Moore in regards to plans that he has for the Boone County Jail.
Make sure. Okay. But Jeremy Johnson, IBC 2012 is what the city works under. 90-mile-an-hour wind load meets IBC code. We're at 115.
Okay, I've got a
motion second.
Good information.
Thanks. One question. In discussing the bidding process and all that was done, I believe that's your part that you do.
Yes, sir.
Can you assure us that the bidding process was done properly and everybody had the same information?
They had the same information. We met with them. They got the same information. That's the reason we all met at the same time. They were the only two contractors that was interested. So we all met together. We met at the jail, and we met in here too, and then went to the jail.
I came up to the jail with the sheriff and you and I met with both contractors were there while we were talking about this.
Just want to know that the bidding process was done the same. Everybody had the same fairness, ability to bid.
It was, and then when we revisited the idea about making the building taller, Josh was also there for that, and he was aware of what my bid was, and I was aware of what his was.
It's been my experience that the steeper the roof, when you have wind and snow drifting, the higher it piles up on that leeward side. It piles deeper on a steeper pitch than it does a flat roof. And besides that, the jail is sitting right there, and it has flat roof on it.
Does this include the changes we did in the last meeting? I know we created one restroom and this
But we just what it is on the sheets. You read the bid sheets there. That's exactly what it includes. I don't know exactly where all bids are.
We got a motion in a second.
We got a motion on second.
And the night concluded with Judge Robert Hathaway informing the justices of his recommendation for a new justice of the peace that will need to be appointed by Governor Asa Hutchinson.
Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Boone County, State of Arkansas, a resolution to be entitled, a resolution declaring the vacancy of Justice of the Peace in District Number 7, Boone County, Arkansas, whereas Justice of the Peace Robert Meek, District Number 7, has moved from the County of Boone and resigned his elected position. Now therefore be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Boone County, Arkansas, declare there is a vacancy for District Number 7, Justice of the Peace. Section 1, according to ACA 1414-1310, this vacancy shall be filled by the Governor of the State of Arkansas. Section 2, the county judge or his designated representative is hereby authorized and directed by law to send a letter within 10 days to the Governor of Arkansas declaring this vacancy. I move to adopt.
You can see the complete proceedings online at our website anytime at tko8.com. 39-year-old Edgar Carlisle has been arrested on felony drug charges after he was observed by a Mountain Home police officer running a stop sign and spinning his tires. Carlisle's vehicle was stopped Monday evening in the Rivercrest area of Mountain Home. During the process, a pipe commonly used for drugs was found with residue in it. The officer asked Carlisle if there was anything illegal in his vehicle and was directed to a baggie in the front seat containing a package that field tested positive for methamphetamine. Carlisle was charged with felony counts of possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia. A motion for a continuance has been filed in the case of Vanessa Henschel, and her defense attorney has now asked the court to order a mental evaluation to determine if she is fit to proceed in the case against her. 25-year-old Henschel, who stood mainly mute during the appearance in court and in meetings with her appointed defense attorney, will also be evaluated as to the criminal responsibility. Henschel was arrested in early February of 2016 when she reported to have entered a room at the Town and Country Motor Inn and stabbed a 23-year-old female occupant. The victim, who received non-life-threatening injuries, told police there were no conversation between her and Henschel prior to the attack. She said she was in bed and Henschel jumped on top of her and started stabbing her while saying, "I'm sorry," during the attack. According to prison records, during a recent stay in the McPherson unit in Newport, Henschel racked up 30 disciplinary infractions. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO8 News continues.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. Whether you are making a resolution to live a healthier lifestyle in 2018 or you've been making health a priority for years, we want to be your go-to health food store for all the tools you need to make conscious food and supplement choices each day. At Nature's Wonders, you'll find a large variety of organic produce, organic and natural grocery, grab-and-go foods, a full espresso bar, including smoothies, and the largest selection of supplements in the area. Our experienced, knowledgeable staff is waiting to help you find what you're looking for. When making healthy choices, we hope you'll choose Nature's Wonders on Highway 65 next to Thompson's Ace Hardware.
Baby, it's cold outside, but it's hot inside Shelby's baby department. We have warm swaddling blankets by Little Unicorn and soft plush animals and matching reading books by Jellycat. Our bath accessories and unique toys by Aiden and Anae and Cloud Bee make great gifts. Come by to see our ever-expanding clothing and accessories for babies and toddlers by Minnetonka. And cozy pillows in a variety of colors. Our baby books help make memories to warm any cold night. And don't forget our baby registries and free gift wrap.
Little Rock police say they have now arrested a suspect in the killing of a woman and her 2 young children. The bodies of 24-year-old Mariah Cunningham, 5-year-old Aaliyah Fisher, and 3-year-old Elijah Fisher were found December the 5th. Police say they arrested 21-year-old William Barnell Alexander of Little Rock, but did not say what connected him to that case. Officers say they're still investigating and that another arrest is possible. An affidavit filed in the case Tuesday was ordered to be sealed at this time. And a mental exam has been ordered for a Southwest Arkansas man charged with second-degree murder in the death of his 2-month-old daughter. The exam was ordered Monday for 32-year-old Frankie Tigue of Murfreesboro, Arkansas. Tigue is charged with a November death of his daughter, Francisca Tigue. Court records show Tigue intends to use a defense of mental disease or defect. Prosecutors say the infant died of brain injuries and had several fractured ribs. The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission says that chronic wasting disease has been confirmed in more than 3 counties in the state. The commission says that 4 deer taken by hunters in Benton and Sebastian and Washington counties tested positive for the disease that is deadly for animals such as deer, elk, and moose. Researchers note that they have found no evidence that the disease poses a serious risk to any humans. The disease has now been found in 10 counties in Arkansas since February of 2016, including Boone and Newton County. Republican Congressman Steve Womack from Arkansas's 3rd District has been tapped to chair the House Budget Committee. The House Republican Steering Committee chose Womack to replace Congresswoman Diane Black, who has stepped aside to focus on a gubernatorial run in the state of Tennessee. The steering committee is a leadership group generally aligned with top Republicans like House Speaker Paul Ryan. The budget panel's chief job is to draft an annual budget document that outlines GOP priorities and can set a fast-track path for legislators such as last month's tax overhaul program. Womack is also a member of the Appropriations Committee, which focuses on writing agency budgets. Descendants of Babe Ruth will be in Hot Springs in March for the dedication of the final 2 markers in the Hot Springs Historic Baseball Trail that traces the birthplace of baseball spring training in the Spa City. The 2-day celebration, which also will feature baseball legends Ferguson Jenkins and Al Hosbricks, will be held March the 23rd and March the 24th. There will be a ceremony at the Whittington Park celebrating the 100th anniversary of Babe Ruth's massive home run in Whittington Park that was even longer than his St. Patrick's Day shot that was the first home run over 500 feet in distance. Babe Ruth's daughter, Julia Ruth Stevens, who is turning 102 this year, was invited but will not be able to attend. Before we look at this much changing weather forecast, here's the way the stock market ended today. Well, if you like the much warmer temperature we had today, don't get used to it. It's not going to stay any longer. This was short-lived as a system from the north out of Canada is going to push in the overnight hours and bring us extremely cold temperatures as we head into the weekend. Maybe a little bit of frozen precip. We don't know exactly how far south it's going to go at this time. It was a nice day out there today, a little windy. Wind out of the south anywhere from 10, gusting up to 20 miles per hour at some instances, but 56 up to 60 degrees in some parts of the viewing area. It felt real good, the sunshine and that southerly flow. But look what happens as we move on through the work week and into the weekend. It looks like tomorrow we're going to start out with the warmest part of the day between about 8 a.m. and 12 noon tomorrow. 57 degrees for a daytime high under mostly cloudy skies. Rain moves into the forecast. About 70% chance of rain in the afternoon. Drops down to 17 degrees tomorrow night. Real cold. Any precip that falls obviously will come in the frozen state. On Friday, mostly cloudy skies up to 34, overnight low 19. Then on Saturday, partly cloudy skies down to 29 during the day, and again 17 degrees or lower at night. On Sunday, mostly cloudy skies up to 37 degrees, and then on Monday, back to around 42 degrees. So it's going to be real cold for the next 3 or 4 days. And like I say, this is tough on you when you've got temperatures near 60 one day and then all of a sudden you're in the teens the next. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TK08 News continues.
For the month of January, Quality Feed Grains has custom-made 20% protein Cattleman's Cubes for only $6.50 each and Orchard Grass Hay in stock for $8 a bale. They also have a variety of tank de-icers, reflector lamps, heat bulbs, and bucket de-icers to help livestock and pets water during the winter season. Quality Feed Grains, 4617 Highway 65 South and 311 East Prospect in Harrison.
Harness Boots and Shoes in downtown Harrison remains the leader in the most popular and durable footwear for women, men, and children. For the ladies, Harness Boots and Shoes features a wide variety of Birkenstocks and Birkenstock socks, plus winter boots from Merrell and Mucks, as well as Twisted X and short boots. For you men, Harness Boots and Shoes brings you the best variety in the area for work, dress, and casual wear, including brands such as Justin, Double H, Rocky, Georgia, and Wolverine. And the boys and girls have a wide selection to browse through too. Harness, boots, and shoes with outstanding customer service matched with layaway and free gift wrapping all year round. Sure is a shopping experience that will bring you back time and time again. Harness, Boots, and Shoes, 870-741-5750, or come on down and look for the Big Red Boot on the square at downtown Harrison.
High school basketball Tuesday night, Flippin split their varsity games against Salem. The Bobcats continued their hot streak with a 55-45 victory to improve to 11-13 on the season. Salem, however, topped Flippin in the girls' contest, 58-25. Yellville Summit split their games against Bergman. The Panthers were 80-54 winners to improve to 11-7 on the season. The Bergman girls topped Yellville Summit in the girls' game 52-38. With the loss, the Lady Panthers fall to 5-10 on the season. Izard County won all 3 games at home against Viola. The Cougars took the senior boys contest 56-24. In the girls' game, Izard County topped Viola 60-47, and in the junior boys contest, it was Izard County topping Viola 38-28 to clinch the 2A, 1A, 3 district championship and improve to 17-0 on the season. Arkansas coach Chad Morris has hired former Texas A&M's defensive coordinator John Chavez to help bring the Southeastern Conference experience to his coaching staff. The Razorbacks have also announced that Joe Kedrick will serve as the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, continuing in the same role he held at SMU under Morris at that time. Chavez has spent the last 23 years as a defensive coordinator in the SEC, starting in Tennessee, where he was a part of the Volunteers National Championship in 1998. He was also at LSU from 2009 to 14, winning the Broyles Award as the country's top assistant coach in 2011, and spent the last 3 years with the Aggies. Kedrick was the offensive coordinator for the last 3 seasons with the Mustangs, helping the school average 40 points per game last season. He began his college coaching career at Clemson and played at Middle Tennessee State. Missouri's quarterback Drew Lock is returning to school for his senior season. Lock announced his decision on Tuesday. He had been considering entering the NFL draft. He says he's coming back in part because he felt a sense of responsibility and loyalty to his coaches and to his teammates. In 2017, Lock broke the school and SEC single-season records for touchdown passes with 44, while leading the Tigers to 7 wins and their first bowl game since 2014. With Lock behind the center, Missouri will have 9 returning starters on the offense next season. And the Kansas City Chiefs have promoted their running back, Eric Bieniema, to offensive coordinator, filling the job that Matt Nagy left open when he was hired as the head coach of the Chicago Bears. Bieniema has spent the last 5 seasons with the Chiefs, joining the franchise when Reed was hired as their head coach. He has experience as an offensive coordinator during a 2-year stint at Colorado and also spent 5 seasons as the running back coach with the Minnesota Vikings. Bieniema was a second-round pick of the Chargers back in 1991, played running back for 9 seasons with San Diego, Cincinnati, and Philadelphia. He played for Reed in his final season with the Eagles. Vincent Trocheck had 2 goals and an assist, leading the Florida Panthers to a 7-4 victory over the St. Louis Blues. The Panthers rallied from 2-0 and 3-2 deficits to snap a 3-game losing streak. Jonathan Herbernal and Alexander Bokovic each had a goal and 2 assists, and James Reimer stopped 26 shots in his 15th straight start. That wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around our area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area.